Yeah, so why start own accounting business? So this video is gonna be like, some of the decisions that I made when starting my accounting business, and maybe some things you can kind of take away when you're starting your own thing as well. So for me, I started my accounting and bookkeeping business back in 2015. It took me in total, it took me to cross my first 10K a month. That was about 9 months in. It took me about 16 months to get to 17K a month in sales for bookkeeping and CFO services. And once I got there, I started asking other people if they would like help as well. And we opened up like another branch of the business, which is like consulting and mentorship, right? So since we started the mentorship program, we've helped over 375 people start and grow their business. So maybe the stuff inside this video can be helpful for you. So how can watching these videos even be helpful? So we've documented a lot of different things from behind the scenes coaching calls to different insights into how to grow your own business, and the feedback has been very tremendous with these videos. So I would not only watch this video, but I watch other videos on the channel as well to kind of help you get a good feel for starting your own business. Also, if you want to skip through a lot of trial and error and be able to grow your business in like the least amount of time, click the link inside of the description down below to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program. Okay. If you're on your phone, you have to go look next to like the picture of my name, click more. The description should open up, then you will see the link. Cool. So first things first, reasons to start. Number one, you want to be able to control your time instead of waiting for raises. Okay, that's one of the most important things. So a lot of the time, a lot of times what happens, and I was just talking to my friends and um, she's an insurance agent. She was talking about like, the reason why she started a business is because like she's like, I only get like 2 weeks of vacation. And if I don't use it, like it has to roll over. She's like, it's just a pain to kind of like manage. I was like, 2 weeks is all I get for vacation. It was just like it was crazy because it's like I can take a vacation whenever I want, right? But that's because I started a business and I'm able to control my time, right? So I can control my income, I can then control my time, I can control where I'm located, and it just makes things a lot easier. I would say, like, yeah, starting a business can be hard in some cases, but it's totally worth it because of all like the benefits you get as a result. Also, you can start working with clients that you actually enjoy. So, like, after a while, right, the only people that are going to be working with the people you actually get along with, right? That's the reason why you're working with it. Because they don't like you, they don't get along with you, they're not going to sign up with you. So you start having like a really, really cool, just kind of like dynamic in your business where every single day you get to work and talk to people who you actually enjoy talking to. And then if you already have these skills or you're developing these accounting and bookkeeping skills, you just turn to monthly recurring revenue retainers. So this business allows you to be able to just keep getting clients pay you month after month, year after year, decade after decade. Cool. Also, there's a lot of demand, so small businesses really need bookkeeping and tax help year round. And you don't really need to have a massive firm, right? If you get like 10 to 15 clients, that can be enough to reach like six figures and beyond inside your business. So what do you actually need to start? So it's actually a lot less than I think most people think. I was talking to an individual yesterday at my local gym, and I was like, "Hey, man, starting a business, especially like an accounting business or something like this, like a professional services business, is very, very, very simple, right? So number one, you just need to have like what are your services? So you can do monthly bookkeeping, you can do payroll, you can do basic advisory, you can do cleanups, right? You don't have to do all those, but you can choose what do you actually want to do and who do you want to do it with, right? So next thing is like really three simple niches. So I recommend for almost every person that starts, start with 3 to 4 different niches you're thinking about. Don't just say I want to only work with one type of industry. It's like the only people that should be doing that is if you have career experience in that industry or you already have clients in that particular industry. Once you have 2 to 3 clients, like let's say that you're thinking about nonprofits. If you've either worked in the nonprofit space your whole career, or if you have like 2 to 3 nonprofit clients already in your business, okay, now you can focus on that. But until you have that, we call it proof of concept, where you know the niche likes you, respects you, will pay for you. Do not niche down. Okay, I had a student mentorship program and I told her kind of, to pick 3 niches. She's like, I want to go after nonprofits. And she spent like at least like a month and a half going after nonprofits. She had 1,000 of them that like friend requested her on LinkedIn. She got like maybe 1 or 2 clients. The 2 weeks, and so basically what happens, like, okay, this is way too hard, man. Like, you're not within KPI, so that's key performance indicators of like, if you get this many people following you, you should get this many clients. You're well without there. So there's a market mismatch between you and them. If it feels hard to get them to sign up with you as a client, that means there's a mismatch. So literally, so I told her, okay, so let's add in some different niches, right? So we call it going agnostic. and like using LinkedIn. So we opened the doors to more niches. Within 2 weeks, she's like, "Hey, I actually got 4 clients." I was like, "Well, what was the difference?" Well, I just stopped talking to nonprofits. I started adding these other niches like we talked about. It's like, oh, well, that's what I was telling you a month and a half ago when you started. But it's just how it is sometimes. But all I have to say is like if you pick a niche and you pick wrong, could spend 3 to 6 to 12 months chasing this rabbit down like a rabbit hole and being like, why is business so hard? Where it's just you have to kind of just do things a slightly different way. It gets very, very easy. One other thing that's important too is staying away from saturated niches. So when I say a saturated niche, not necessarily saturated with bookkeeping and accounting, it's more like there's a lot of online business models right now. Like some people have like a social media marketing agency, or they might have a or some kind of like company or an insurance company that goes after specific like business types, right? And let's say, for example, like doctors, dentists, online coaches, they're getting hit up by so many different people that even if your offer that you're offering is totally different, they might just be so inundated by all the people that are like messaging them, they don't even check their social media platforms anymore. For example, there's a lot of coaches that don't even turn on like Messenger anymore, and they don't open Messenger. Same thing with like a lot of dentists, right? They don't even use their own social media profiles. They just have their office admin do it. So it's like those kind of niches, you're not really going to be able to go after using most forms of um, social media kind of outreach and social media kind of like marketing structures, right? It has to be a lot of inbound or people coming to you based on that in order to like get that to work, right? Also, other thing you need to do is just get like some clean brand basics, like a name, simple logo, one page site or profile. I would prefer if you just build a profile. That's the easiest, fastest way to kind of get things moving, right? You don't have to build a website. If you do feel you have to build a website because you don't feel like you have a lot of credibility, you're nervous, you don't think people are going to take you seriously, I would work through getting over that first, right? But if you really can't, just because it's like really hard, you just ingrain, okay, build a one-page website. It's called a landing page, right? You just need something where it's very simple. What's your name? What service do you offer? Who do you offer it for? How do you help? How can someone get in contact with you? You have those things, very simple, very easy. You're going to be able to make some things work for yourself. Next thing that you need. So when it comes to technology, okay, so some essential tools. You're going to need accounting software. So some good ones are QuickBooks or Xero. Xero spelled Xero. Now with QuickBooks, you don't have to pay for QuickBooks, right? If you go on at the time of recording, if you go on QuickBooks and you scroll down to the bottom, it's going to say for accountants, and basically you're going to be able to go and get a free account on QuickBooks for accountants. The reason why they do that is because you're basically a marketing partner with them because they're assuming that all the clients you have are going to be migrated over to QuickBooks if they're not already. So you're basically helping QuickBooks make more money by keeping clients on QuickBooks longer. That's why they give you the free account. Okay, so don't go paying for QuickBooks. Just go get the free account. It makes it very simple. Next thing, you need a very secure way to share documents. Like it can be Google Drive. It can be Dropbox. I like Dropbox. It's pretty simple. It didn't used to be the greatest, but in recent years they've really made some good strides. So I would definitely go and do that. You could even use Google Drive. I've used Google Drive for a long, long, long time. It was my place of choice as well. Cool. Next thing is your business basics. Actually, no, online meeting and e-signature. Okay, so for online meeting, if you want a free method, you can use like either Google Meet or you can use a free version of Zoom. I prefer to record all of my meetings, so I like the paid version of Zoom is like $15 a month. If you don't have $15 a month, get some clients, then pay for it. Also, e-signature. So I would use something like a DocuSign. For DocuSign, I mean, I think it'll let you send like 3 to 5 contracts a month for free. So again, it's a free version of DocuSign. Once you start getting more than that, you might want to upgrade. But really, most people can get away with signing like 3 clients a month, and like that's all you really need. If you sign like 3 clients at, let's say, like at 1,000 a month, that's an extra 3,000 a month. You do that 3 months in a row, you're already at like 10K per month, right? So you don't really need to pay for the paid version of DocuSign. Then also, so for business basics, I like to register the business once I've gotten my first client. I just extend the onboarding time. So rather than like doing your onboarding time like 2 to 3 days, after you like just get the sign up. I actually will just like hold it and be like, okay, so instead of me doing the onboarding call 2 to 3 days later, hey, why don't we do the onboarding call at the start of this next week so we can start fresh? They're usually like, yeah, that makes sense. And then from there, I can go and scramble to go and get all the paperwork in for the EIN for the business. Next thing, business bank account. QuickBooks, if you have the accountant's version, actually gives you a bank account option. So for most people, while you're kind of like just getting started, I would just have the money inside of the QuickBooks high yield savings account because it's basically for business anyway, right? Because it's a business account, so might as well just use that to start. Over time, I'd recommend like maybe getting like a business bank account like through like Chase, right? Depending on where you are, Chase is a really solid option. I like the bigger banks rather than like really small like regional ones, just for a lot of different reasons. Like I do not like Huntington, for example. That's that's yeah, I don't like Huntington for a lot of different reasons. It was crazy. But yeah, next thing. Come on. My screen is frozen. Hang on 1 second. Okay. So the next thing is your first 30 to 60-day game plan. Okay. So number one, pick your niches and service package. I would set a starter pricing tier. So you want to be between like 300 to probably about $800 per month per client. Now, that is for your first, 1 to 2 clients, right? I would eventually want to get up like my minimum price being $500 per month to $5,000 per month for bookkeeping services. Now, if you don't know if you can get $5,000 a month or $2,000 a month, that is okay, right? That's why we have a mentorship program to tell you and show you how to do that. That's not normal. Don't I would hate for you to go around and just like tell everyone I'm gonna get clients for $3,000 a month. I think it's close to like 95% of people never get a client above $400 a month. So it's not normal for you to be able to do that. Please understand that, okay? And that's also the reason why it's very dangerous for you to build a financial projection when you're starting your business because you just don't have enough understanding of the game and the reality of the actual business game to make that. Now, I can help you do that, right? And that's why we have like we know different one-on-one calls, different things like that. But it's very dangerous because the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to set your expectations too high and then be like just exponentially underneath them and then get very frustrating. That is very hard and that happens to a lot of people. So if you want to ensure success, just plan out the actions and the activities you need to do and then let the results fall where they may and then just keep tweaking from there. Now, in weeks 3 to 4, you want to make a simple offer post on LinkedIn and social media. Okay. So just an offer post, just letting people know exactly what you do. Like, hey, my name is this. This is what I do. This is how long I've been doing it. This is why I'm doing it. For these specific industries. If you either are interested in help or if you know someone that is interested, please go and click the link inside of this post. So sometimes you can put a link down inside the comments, and that's going to get you a lot more. Or sometimes you can like have people like comment something like comment me if you're interested in learning more about how I can help you, or if you know someone that can be interested in it, right? Just keep it very simple. After that, I would reach out to maybe like 10 to 20 business owners, at least in the first like 3 to 4, like of people that you've either know in real life or people that you think could benefit from your service. From there, you should start being able to start making some stuff. And really, when I'd reach out, I'd be just offering like free either diagnostic reviews or free analysis of their books or just the process of just seeing if you can help them kind of thing. Don't make it very complicated, just keep it very simple. Now, if you don't know what to say to business owners on social media, we actually have different messenger scripts that you can use and understand how to actually make it work. Okay, so we're going to show you how to do that inside the program. Now, after that, weeks 5 through 8, you should be aiming for your first 3 to 5 clients within the first 5 to 8 weeks of business. Okay. So it might take you the first like 4 weeks or the first 3 weeks to start getting momentum. But once you start getting momentum, more clients should follow through. One thing that you should know about this industry is that clients generally come in bunches. They come in bunches of clients, so like 2 to 3 at a time. Because usually business is very cyclical, right? So there's ups and there's downs, ups and there's downs. So when one business owner comes to the realization due to like maybe timing of the year or their CPA is like, hey, I'm really burned out from doing all of your work and all my other clients' work, go find a bookkeeper. That's not just happened to one person, it happened to multiple clients all at the same time. So when you start getting your first client in like week 3, week 4, by week 5 and 8, the other three should come along as well. Okay. Make sure you start documenting your onboarding checklist and your monthly workflow as well. Okay. You don't want to just like try and have like your onboarding sequence figured out before you get a client because it's going to change. I changed my onboarding like for my in my first 2 years of business, I changed my onboarding process and conversation and presentation at least 5 times. Right. So if I had said like, oh, let me wait to start until I have the perfect onboarding checklist, I would never gotten started. Okay. Don't shoot for perfection, shoot for getting into motion. And then after that, once you have done some client work, maybe you've done a couple cleanups, ask your clients for, testimonials and referrals. Okay. Now, they're not always going to refer people to you. I do know in a lot of cases, a lot of clients don't actually like referring you out to different people. I know it's weird. It's like, why do they not want to refer me out? Aren't they happy? A lot of people want to keep you like their best kept secret. It's very, very weird. But, people are just kind of like that sometimes. Okay, so if you're ready to start your own accounting business, if you want help building this step by step, or if you want feedback on your pricing, your niches, or your offer, or you just don't want to figure this stuff out alone, go ahead and click the link inside of the description and book a free strategy session with me. Okay, so on the call, we're basically going to take a look at like where are you right now, where do you want to go, and like what does it look like to actually go and reach your goals in the shortest period of time possible. So if you want to book this, if you're on your mobile phone, go ahead and scroll down right below this video. It's going to be like tap the title and then it says tap more under the video and click the booking link. Or if you're on desktop, just go down, click show more under the video and use the booking link that's inside there. Okay? So if you're ready to start, let's get your first few clients and that can change everything. Okay, so let's build your plan together and I will see you on the call. Talk to you soon. Bye.